Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the daily Trump Health and Happenings readings. I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith or Rider-Waite Tarot. And of course, it's as you'll see in the title, this one's for Monday, July 28th. Been looking pretty grim for him lately, health-wise. Well, okay, so he might have a little more energy for the day. This is the forces in motion for the whole day. But this is also a card of, well, at the least we can say he's ambitious. He's also very impulsive and ungrounded. This could be also, because this is often a travel, news card. But I think he's still in Scotland unless he decides to come back early. Now, sometimes this can be, because, think back in the old days, medieval times with the jousting, right? This one or the Ace of Swords would show you that. But this could be, maybe he's golfing with some people who've come to visit, and it's a card of competition. That makes a lot of sense to me. So, yeah, it's not reversed, so I can't really go into all the addictions and all of that, but we know that hands down anyway. There's no reason to even, well, I'll just repeat whatever the cards bring through, but yeah, I don't know, a little more competitive and ambitious and adventuresome today. Okay, his big challenge for the day is a woman who he's not getting along with. Could be just really bad hair problems, might be that. It could also be a rash or a problem with his eyes, health-wise. Could also be someone who has really high morals and he can't seduce them. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I don't know who has or is visiting him. I'm having to do all these readings on Friday, so because I'm working all weekend in the mornings with personal readings, so I can't. I'm doing them ahead of time, and I can't say exactly like what's happening, but it makes me wonder. Maybe, so Jasmine Crockett is an Aries, and I wonder if maybe she's got a lot to say that gets him feeling, like he's raring to go and has something to say. Either that or it's someone, that's come to play golf with him. And she's not having it. Okay, in the morning, or whatever time he gets up, when we have the High Priestess reversed, this has to do with vision problems and dehydration and, possible gout. Interesting. Okay. On another level, I don't know, it's just like basically a person that needs to, it's because of the moon, it could be tummy troubles as well. It's the fluid, one of the fluid balances, fluid cards, or cards that relate to fluid balances in the body. God, is it Mercury retrograde or what? It's a card, if you guys were to get it on your own, upright, it's all about listening to your higher self. You get it reversed, it's like, oh, you need to listen to your higher self. Well, he doesn't even connect that way, so I feel like it's just all about him holding water and gout, waking up, swollen in areas like feet and ankles where he should be doing better when you rest at night, but it's not happening for him. With the Hermit, he might be feeling alone and isolated. It rules the spleen and the endocrine system and digestion. So both of these cards together are not so good for that. Also the intestines. So the whole endocrine system and bodily fluids are like things are not working so well that way for him. Okay. Later in the day, one level he's got some teamwork. Maybe he gets some talking time with his doctors. Maybe it's about something else at his golf club where it's about architecture, literally. It could also be someone who comes to, like, down here, someone comes to visit him and play golf, and it's all about dark money. When it comes to health, it's our Mars and Capricorn card. And sorry, I tried like 3 different ways to get the to get the glyphs to show up, and I think these 2 probably work the best down here. But anyway, or here and here. Mars and Capricorn. So Mars moves energy. Capricorn is about the bones and the whole skeletal system. But it didn't come through reverse, so I think it's really more about him working with people. The reversed 3 of Wands, though, this is problems with his eyes, and I've been getting that for the last couple of days. Something with his eyes and his head, his neck. This is our hair loss card. He doesn't like that, Evening, we've got so we have the 10 of Wands reversed, along with the Magician reversed. Okay, so the 10 of Wands reversed is our card for liver, gout problems, all the joints, swollen joints, high blood pressure, blood sugar problems. The Magician is this on the health level is neurological problems, but on other levels this is him lying. So it would be probably lying to people that he's hanging out with about his health. Maybe they're asking how you doing, kind of thing, but he's lying his way through it because of pride, right? What's that old saying? Pride comes before the fall. Yeah. Where's the faceplant card? So anywho, this could also be, when it comes to the Magician, this could be getting bad advice. Well, there's a few things. It can be, when it's reversed, like somebody who just lies and they're living from the neck up, and scam artists, Don the Con, basically. He could have trouble communicating. This whole Mercury retrograde is all in his 12th house, which will, the 12th house can be a person's self-undoing, and he can literally tell on himself some more, like he always does. He has a pattern there. But this can also be incorrect medical advice or a test result that isn't correct, and that happens often in Mercury retrograde. So, okay. All right, here we go with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, hair problems, but also this could be a person who is there to help him during, because this is like late, middle of the night. This could be a nurse who would do a good job helping him, but he's feeling very weak and exhausted. When we have the Strength card reversed, it's besides his psychological, pathological problems, his narcissism, his predatory nature. This is also a card of weakness and exhaustion. So that's interesting. Let's see what was at the bottom, or what is at the bottom for the foundation for the day. Yeah, our dementia card, 6 of Cups, and revisiting the past. This would also go with his, being at, being in Scotland where his mother was born. So, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know what family does he have any family over there? It makes me wonder. With some of these like visitation cards, it makes me wonder. But anyway, our Six of Cups card is, of course, about the past, and it's about reunions. It's about children and childhood memories and family support, and usually, receiving gifts. With the Lover's card, I don't know. It's just about making choices in relationships and whether or not they have the same values, But it's also our card that rules the fifth chakra, the throat. So we kind of, Mercury here, Mercury and Gemini here. We have some commonality going on. But I would say predominantly with the happenings part of the day, separate from the health, which they can often be, connected. But it does look like he has, I think he's connecting with people from the past and people who like him, support him, and he's doing the best he can to get more women around himself. He's so friggin' creepy. Oh, I forgot, for the kitties. There we go. And that's all I have for today. As always, take good care, and sending you lots of love. Bye.